Okay, guys. So I last year I was able to successfully manifest 100K out of the blue that I didn't even see coming. This was money that I just gotten from affirming the money affirmations. So last year, I think around about this took me like 3 months to no, it didn't take me 3 months, it took me 5 months. So I was like mainly affirming for my SP a lot, right? I affirmed for my SP quite a lot last year, and I was studying. Once I started to get the hang of this thing, understanding how manifestation works, the law of assumption, affirmations work, this really started to be like, okay, I started to focus on other areas and not just the SP, and it became so fun for me. So I then, like, you know what, another thing that I would like to see progress in is the money one. I didn't do it mindlessly. When I started out mindlessly affirming for money, because I had to learn all the affirmations for money by learning, by also coming up with my own, how I want my financial situation to look like. So I have, like, I'm teaching, I have multiple jobs that I'm doing, and but I was like, it would really be nice if I could just get an increment there and there, if I could be making this month this much a month, this much a month, a combined salary of, say, 40 grand or whatever it is that I wanted, and also to just get like a nice top up every month. That's what I just wanted nice surprises financially. Okay, I think anybody wants that, so I started coming up with my own affirmations for money. Some I got from other people, other manifestation coaches, so that really helped a lot. When I started to get into the habit, I got 3 that I really liked, and I'm about to share what they meant to me and why I repeated those 3 affirmations on the loop. They really helped me. Every time I thought about money, every time I thought about my financial situation, those were the 3 that would like come up all the time. And so it would be easier to affirm for them on the loop all the time. And I really didn't care much about the timing of when this happened. I just knew that this is what I wanted to do. Every time I thought about money, those were the first 3 that came to mind, and I would just go on and on about it up until I got really pleasantly surprised towards the end of the year. Well, last year, that is. So let me share with you the first one. So the first affirmation is for money that I did on the loop was, money comes to me in increasing amounts on a daily basis. So what this affirmation means to me is that every time I thought about money, is that it just keeps on increasing every time. I remember doing this affirmation, I was very broke. I didn't even have money, and I was just getting the money that I worked for, like from my multiple jobs. I just kept on getting, nothing happened, or I didn't really have an idea of what I really wanted. I just wanted an increment, right? And so I wanted to picture this. I wanted to have an image of what this looks like. What does it look like when I say money comes to me in increasing amounts on a daily basis? I imagine people giving me money. I imagine myself winning competitions. I imagine myself just getting unexpected money. So unexpected money, that's what that looked like. So I would imagine it and I would dwell into that image. As I affirmed this on the loop, I would just imagine myself having lots of money, or being pleasantly surprised, just having money just rock up in my account, and how happy I would feel. So every single time I'd imagine that feeling, I'd have that scene in my mind of just having money pop out of the blue, huge amounts of money that I had, or double of what I would normally get. So it just really created that scene for me. And I did this whether it was in the morning, during the day, anytime I thought about money. There wasn't any rule that I had about like, okay, I'm gonna imagine about money. Now, sometimes I would have those ritualistic time frames, but sometimes I would just be like, anytime I thought about money, I wasn't always thinking about money, but anytime it really pressed onto me, or I had to make a budget and whatever, or think about money, I would just automatically think about that affirmation. Money comes to me in increasing amounts on a daily basis. So what does that look like? It's like, oh, money every single day in my account. Just imagined it, large amounts of money. So I think this was all in, like, I started with this, so 3 months, was it around September? I think it was around August and September. I was busy with these affirmations for money. And it was really fun because it diverted my attention from just affirming for my SP and affirming for everything. So I was starting to affirm for everything. And I'm going to share with you the different areas of my life and how I used affirmations and how I saw my success stories for every area of my life that I like intentionally manifested for using affirmations. I'm going to just share with you today. I just want to focus on the money one. So yeah, that one, that's what it meant to me. Just seeing money just increasing in my bank account. That's how I would visualize. Okay, so the second affirmation was I always get a salary increment every month. So I just started like having this imaginations. What would it be like if I got salary increments, from both of my jobs? I have like 2 jobs at the time. So what would that look like? And I imagined getting increments of, maybe I didn't, because I was new in the affirming for money thing, I just imagined myself getting maybe from each, maybe like an increment of 2,000K for each of the jobs, or whatever the case may be. So for both of my jobs, I just imagine getting a constant increment of 2,000K every month. So that's what it looked like to me. That's what that affirmation looked like to me, how I felt about it. Always get a salary increment every month. What I would do with the money, I started imagining all the things I would do with it. Would I save it? Would I pay off some of the things that I wanted to pay off? That's what I wanted. That's what I had in mind when I made that affirmation. And it felt good, man. It felt realistic to me. I know some people, when they affirm, some coaches that tell people that, oh, okay, you can go really big. Some people, if you don't have like resistance to something, you can really affirm for like something major, like you are a millionaire and all of those kind of things. You can really do that. I say affirm it up until it feels real to you. So at that time, I just wanted something that my brain can easily believe. So saying to me, I get a salary increment of 2,000K a month, that's what felt real to me. Okay, and I affirmed that on the loop, and it really felt good. And I'm going to tell you the results of this afterwards. I'm just telling you first of what these affirmations mean to me. Okay, so that's what that one looked like to me. Okay, so my third favorite money affirmation is it still is. I'm still using them still to this day. I'm still using those affirmations, guys. I have more than enough money than I know what to do with. So I just imagine myself just having huge amounts of money. I'd imagine myself just having 50,000 in my bank account, 100,000 in my bank account, all those kind of imaginations that come with having that, right? You'd imagine yourself shopping, you'd imagine yourself just not worrying about money, being able to pay, help out your family members. I'm a big lover of just helping my family members and people that are in need. So I imagine myself having all of these things. Lo and behold, I'm doing this for this is months, an everyday thing. I think about money every day. The thought of money comes across my mind every single day. So obviously, as I think about money, I affirm for it, because an affirmation creates a thought. It is a thought about money. So I used to have a very, very, very shitty mindset when it came to money. Always complaining, always counting cents, always trying to be like, oh, savvy, and be scared of the lack of money instead of thinking about the abundance thereof. So doing these affirmations on a daily basis, multiple times a day, it really helped to create that sense of calmness. So I no longer had that fear of money and not having enough money and all of that. I started really enjoying even budgeting now. These affirmations were creating this new attitude. this new sense of calmness and this positive attitude when it comes to money. And so I enjoyed doing them now as a therapy. They just calmed me, and they really helped change my attitude. My attitude towards money changed tremendously. And so I'm about to share with you the results of all these new affirmations. So guys, for the results, right? So I started doing these affirmations around about last year, August, September. I think I went on the loop of these affirmations, the looping of these affirmations for like 2 months or so. And then the end of October last year, from this one job. Remember I said I had 2 jobs, multiple jobs. I had the second job that I had. I started seeing a shift, right? I started seeing a shift in the sense that at the end of that month when we were getting paid, we got like 5,000 on top. So this is where this whole thing started. I got 5,000 rand. Or was it 8,000? It was 8,000. The increment of the salary that I normally get, 8,000 rand above that. So I was like, okay, maybe something is not right. Maybe they made a mistake. I had now went, because they usually send us like our pay report slips, right? So I had a look at it. I'm like, no, what is going on, right? Maybe they're going to make me pay for this. Maybe it's an error. So I mustn't be too excited to spend the money, lest they just come back and just say that this is a mistake, you guys have to pay back. So let me not get, I literally saw that after 2 months of looping on those affirmations, the third month, the end of the third month of affirming, I saw like 8,000K. There was no reason for it. There was just 8,000K, and nobody said anything. And I started making reasons for it. I'm like, okay, cool. And my other colleagues as well, they're like, oh yeah, we also got an increment. And they ask questions like, is this something? Maybe they are paying us back for something, maybe. But they left it. It's like, okay, 8,000K out of the blue. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it only dawned on to me later on that I was busy affirming for money. And I started to enjoy it so much, and there was no resistance. There was no desperation. I wasn't doing it from a point of like, I was just like, oh, okay, let me just try this. I'm trying this new thing, affirming for money. And I would just go ahead and affirm for money because my heart was really on the SP. Remember the SP? So then I got that. Okay, guys. So that was the first result that I got after 2 months of affirming for money. So a salary increment did happen. You know that affirmation for I always get a salary increment. I saw it. Money comes to me in increasing amounts on a daily basis. There it is. And I have so much money I do not know what to do with. That was it. Okay. And I thought this was the end. I thought this was the end. And I was so excited. I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm definitely going to keep doing this. So guys, so I go on for another month. Now it's the new month of October and I'm going to work. I just got, no, it's the new month of November now. So I'm going to keep working and keep working and keep working and affirming for my money because I saw a positive result. And the minute you see a positive result, guys, it really does strengthen your belief. And it makes it easier. You have less resistance. When you see results, it just increases, it heightens your belief, and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. But results will definitely happen. You do something long enough, you are bound to see the results. End of November, guys. It's actually more than 100K. End of November, I get, I think, was it 40,000K? Was it 45? No, it was 47K. 47,000K. 47,000K at the end of November. I really thought, now, this is a problem. And I kept quiet. I'm like, from the same job, I got a salary increment of that much. I was like, something's not right. Called my colleagues, my friend. And she's like, she also called me about the same thing. Lerato, what's going on? Did you see what happened? I'm like, yeah, girl. And I saw this. So far, I got like, what is it? Oh, 50. It's almost 60,000 or something. So far in 2 months. It was not enough. So that's another one, another result that I got. Guys, it was mind-blowing. I didn't know what to do with it. I was so overwhelmed. I'm like, it's really happening. This thing works. So then I went on to work again, December, the last month of the year. Guys, as if I could not be more excited. At the end of December, before the end of December, we got another increment of about 52,000 K. that shut me completely. Like, honestly. So over a period of 3 months, it was 8,000K, 47,000K, 52,000K. So that was more than 100K. So do these affirmations work? Yes, they do, because I manifested that much. All the things that I imagined about getting money, all the things that I imagined about money, I got them, you guys. All the visualizations with each affirmation, it happened, you guys. It was was it a coincidence? I don't think so. Yes, I could have never thought about how is it going to happen. You affirm mindlessly. You don't think about the how and the when is it going to happen. I just told myself it's a lifestyle change. I'm going to keep affirming for money up until I see positive changes in my financial situation. So guys, there was never a logical explanation. When we went back to work at the beginning of the year and we asked them what happened when there were so many increments, they just said, no, somebody made an error on the system, and then you guys and that error calculated your rates per hour to those amounts. I'm like, nah. And then they're like, oh, okay, that's what happened last year over the past 3 months. And so guys, look at what happened. Affirming. What are the chances that I would affirm for money and all of a sudden on the loop, mindlessly, with no resistance, no doubt in my head, not really thinking about how, obsessing about when is it gonna come, how is it gonna happen? What are the odds, guys? And then it happened. So I did have the beautiful festive season with my family last year. We had so much money, saved money, spent money, like I did all the things that I imagined myself to have. Like I had all this, Guys, I spoiled my family, I spoiled myself. It was just great. Okay, it was awesome. Come the beginning of the year, I still had money. I was bowling in money. So is it possible? Yeah, it is possible to manifest money. It's possible to manifest not only money, but anything that you want. I manifested my SP, I manifested money, you can manifest a job. I have so many other stories about just manifesting money from people and all of that. And it wasn't just that, but you would then, when you need something, like these small little random manifestations that you're not really thinking so hard about, and then they would just happen out of the blue. I'm going to share with you my stories on the different things that I've manifested mindlessly, just using the law of assumption and affirming on repeat mode. It doesn't get tiring in the beginning because you're trying to get yourself in a new mindset. You might feel like, oh, but this feels like an effort. You need to put in an effort. If you want to see different results in your life, you need to put in the effort. I was not aware of what was going to happen. I was affirming for 2,000K in my head for an increment, and that's what happened. It tripled. It 5 times tripled. Like it not 5 times tripled. It just like happened. Money just kept on multiplying and multiplying. My affirmations were fulfilled. My affirmations manifested. I was overflowing with money last year around for the last 3 months, just when I just started affirming for money, and it happened, and it can happen for you too. So guys, tell me what you think about this the success story. It was really, it was amazing, guys, and I keep on doing that, and I keep seeing positive results. And like I said, I will keep on sharing my manifesting stories with you to encourage you to do this. You need to it's gonna feel like a lot of work in the beginning, but you're working towards something that is gonna benefit you, advantageously, right? It's gonna benefit you somehow. So you need to just fix your mindset and be like, I'm decided. This is the life that I want. This is the picture of the life that I want in my head. Nobody has to know about it. It's your little secret. Unless you have a success story, then you have to share with us, right? So go ahead and give it a chance. Try those 3 affirmations, or you can come up with your own and just loop on them. Whenever you see something that you don't like in your 3D, and like you are very, very broke right now, affirm for money. I always have money. I'm a money magnet. Money loves me, okay? Like, do that. People love giving me money. Whatever, all right? And you will see the results of it. If you do something long enough, you are sure to see the results thereof. So guys, if you like this, comment, like, share, and subscribe so that you can get more of my stories. All right, I hope this was enough to encourage you, and may you have a happy manifesting journey for money, for love, whatever you want. See you on the other side of consistency.